This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for October 22nd, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 2.45 points or 0.60% to 405.20. Total trade volume was down and light, with 30,768 shares changing hands at a total value of 192.5 million real, or approximately $47,300. On the main board, only one stock was up. The Sinakville Autonomous Port was up 0.18% or 20 real to 11,420 real per share. Meanwhile, 6 stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, down 0.96% or 60 real to 6,200 real per share, followed by Cam GSM, which dropped 0.82% or 20 real to 2,420 real per share. Other stocks down included Grand Twins International, Akleda Bank, Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, and MJQ Education. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ and Pestec Cambodia stayed flat. Over on the growth board, DVD Engineering and JS Land remained flat at 2,060 real and 3,430 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day, with 18,439 shares changing hands at a total value of 134.7 million real, or $33,100, making up roughly 55% of total shares traded on October 22nd. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ recorded the second highest trade volume of the day, however with a significant gap to the highest, with only 3,304 shares changing hands at a total value of 7.2 million real, or roughly $1,790, accounting for around 10% of Tuesday's trade volume. In other market news, the CSX released 2 disclosure notices to announce the profile listing of 2 government bonds via private placement, both issued by the Ministry of Economy and Finance. One such government bond via private placement has a coupon rate of 3.5% per annum and a maturity date of 15 years, while the other has a coupon rate of 3.8% per annum and a maturity date of 10 years. The Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority has also announced the establishment of a new one-window service office unit under the company's organizational chart, in accordance with a decision made by the Board of Directors on September 19, 2024. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD was stable at 4,062 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up to 103.95. Looking at global commodities, oil prices steadied near $74 a barrel on Tuesday as the top U.S. diplomat renewed efforts to push for a ceasefire in the Middle East, and as slowing demand growth in China, the world's top oil importer, continued to weigh. Brent crude futures for December delivery were down 20 cents or 0.27% at $74.09. Brent settled near 2% higher on Monday, recouping some of last week's more than 7% decline, with no let-up of fighting in the Middle East, and the market still nervous about Israel's expected retaliation against Iran, potentially leading to a disruption of oil supply. Gold prices rose and hovered near a record high hit in the previous session amid uncertainties around the U.S. election, the ongoing Middle East tensions, and expectations of central banks cutting interest rates. Spot gold rose 0.6% to $2,735.14 per ounce, and U.S. gold futures rose 0.4% to $2,749.30. Gold, considered a hedge against political and geopolitical uncertainty, hit an all-time high of $2,740.37 on Monday and has gained more than 32% so far this year. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, U.S. stock futures fell Tuesday, putting Wall Street on track for another losing session as the corporate earnings season gained steam. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average shed 159 points or 0.4%. S&P 500 futures slid 0.4%, while Nasdaq 100 futures slipped 0.6%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for October 22nd.